Okay. Ta-da-da. What's up, y'all? We're doing some more e-collar work with Mr. Marvel. So if you haven't seen my very first session with him, the conditioning phase and how we introduce this, go check that out first, because that's a very important step that a lot of people skip. But it really sets the foundation and the groundwork for creating a very positive association between the e-collar and the dog, but also a solid communication system. So now we're working on more distractions with recall so that we're prepared for real life scenarios. Marvel, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And I hope the wind isn't doing me dirty. And I hope, I don't even know how far I can get out of view of the camera here. Good. Good boy. Good. Yeah. And I don't have the sound box hooked up. I'm mic'd up so you can hear me. But I will try to just raise my arm when I'm pressing the e-collar button so that you can visually see what I'm doing here. Now, he's on a long line, which is about 20 feet. Granted, there's a lot of knots in it, so it's probably about half that. But I have that on. I want him to actually get away from me. He's staying relatively in a pretty good heel, which is not a bad thing, but for the purposes of this exercise, it makes it a little challenging to practice recall because he's already with me. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you can see him. Marvel, come. Yes, good boy. Oh, I didn't raise my arm. I'm so sorry. Good boy. Good boy. So, if you have the same issue with your dog where they're pretty clingy, he's a really insecure, just not very confident dog, so he tends to like, be with me, I need you. And he just wants to be here. So if you have this same issue, even on a long line, like he has the luxury, he could go 20 feet away from me if he wanted to. He's just choosing not to. So if you have that same issue, my recommendation for you is to just start walking and then all of a sudden change direction. But he's watching me. He's watching me walk, which is really awesome. Like, this is the kind of engagement that I strive for with a dog, because I don't have to tell him I'm turning. He comes with me. But again, that's just because his overall lack of confidence. Good. There's a car coming. Watch out, dude. Let's go. Good. And we're out of frame for sure. Over here. Good. Marvel, come. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, shoot. I didn't even raise my arm. Good boy. But the key here is, like, if you start walking with your dog and they kind of get into the flow of going forward in that momentum, and then all of a sudden just change directions, just walk back really quick, not making it obvious to them, so that you can create a little bit of space between you and the dog, and then you can actually use your e-collar to call them back. Just a tiny little recall, it's like maybe 6 feet or so, but it gives you the opportunity to practice without a whole lot of room for error. So actually right now is I spoke too soon because he turned and came back. Good boy. Good boy. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. We'll see if we can throw him off here. Dun, 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 dun. Good boy. Good boy. So I know it wasn't much, but I mean, that's all the space he's given me. Probably what would help is if we took a break. We've been doing this for probably about 10-15 minutes before I turned the camera on. So he's just kind of knows what I'm aiming at here. But we'll take a break and then try again later today. Oh, here. Oh, no. Okay. Good. The other key to really teaching good, solid e-collar recall is when your dog gives you some space, trying to not let them hit the end of the leash. How do I want to say this? Using the e-collar to recall them before they hit the end of the leash, because if you wait for them to get, say your leash is 20 feet long, they get 20 feet and then you hit it, one, they're really not going to feel this. They're going to feel the pressure from the leash and just hit it and then go boom, oh, we're going back this way. So it's not really teaching them what to do when they feel that stim. So if you have, again, say a 20-foot leash, wait for them to get about 10 feet away from you and then use your e-collar. So it gives them the opportunity to feel it and then freeze and then make the decision of like, oop, I know what that means, I gotta come back. If they hit the end of the leash, they feel that leash pressure. It's basically, because this is so subtle and mild, the feeling of the leash is going to overpower it. And so they're not even gonna feel it and they won't learn it. All right, we'll have to try this later because he just won't leave me. And he stops when I stop. Good job, dude. Good job. I guess we could work on some healing outside. Yeah. Meow.